all just love neon lights? Let's make some. So, another tutorial. Welcome, and let's create something. Like in before, the most of the tutorials that I created were kinda long, so I got just a little bit people that started to complain about it. And this tutorial I'm gonna try to keep it around 10 minutes or something. So I'm gonna speed up the progress a little bit and try to keep it informative, just like the other ones, of course. So let's get started. Open up your scene. I'm using the previous or amazing home. Make sure you check out the other tutorials as well if you want to follow up everything. There is probably a card somewhere up there that you can just click on and get to the previous one. For now, we're gonna create some neon lights. So you probably have seen them in like the most rest and sleep worlds, or well, almost any world there is out there, and it's kind of easy to create them. You can do it in a lot of different kind of ways, but I like the way that I do it. So okay, first let me resize my camera a little bit, like small enough, because I started to record everything and it just went boo-boo. So we're gonna start with creating a new empty. We're gonna call this Postprocessing or something similar, so we know what it does. In the layer, select Postprocessing. Make sure you have initialized the VRChat SDK, and we're gonna add a post-processing volume. At first, you probably won't see this at all yet, so let's do that first. Go to Window and go to Package Manager. This will pop up. Just give it a second till this has been loaded. There we go, and just look for the post-processing package. Install it. Just wait a few minutes, seconds. I really try to keep it within 10-minute limit or something, but all the loading, it just doesn't make sense. Well, normally you of course have it all initialized in your project. So it's now installed, right? It is, yes. Come on, I want to keep within my limit, please. Please. Oh, it's still busy. Never gonna make it.
5 minutes later.
When that's completed, you will see these post-processing components. And for this one, we're gonna use the volume. Like the volume is the thing that's gonna post-process everything. And you got the layer that's for your camera, but we'll get in there. Make is global on, so you got like one object that handles all the post-processing. And in profile, just select a new. It's gonna create a new profile for you, and over here you can add a bloom because neons are blooming. Open it up. I like to set the intensity to like 1.5, or it really depends a little bit on your material, but I'll show you later on. And fast mode, I like to check that on because we are in VR, so we want it to be fast. And for the rest, I just leave it off. You can experiment with it to get the best feeling for your world, I guess, but this should be fine. So now we have this set up, we're going to the main camera because we need this to listen to that post-processing object. We're gonna add a new post-processing layer to the camera. Make sure that the trigger is the same camera. Can you see it? Yeah, you can still see it. That's fine. Let me just move a little bit away. So make sure the camera the main camera, this camera is selected, else press this. For the layer, we're going to the post-processing layer. So we keep everything nice and clean. And that's it. We're almost done. Just go to the VRC World or wherever you have the scene descriptor on. And make sure your reference camera is the right camera. So the one that we just adjusted a little bit. That's all. So we have set it up right now. Let's make a neon bar, I guess. So we're gonna create a new cube. Just why not? And let's make it a little bit smaller and longer.
That's what she said.
Like this. If you have got any models, you can use it as well, of course. Let's put it right there in the corner. That's fine, but it's not high enough, so let's move it up a little bit. There we go. Should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so this is our first neon bar, or it's gonna be the first neon bar. So we're going to our materials, and we don't have any neon yet, so we're gonna create a new material. Let's call it neon, and I think red, maybe. Just pick any color you like. Set the emission on, and change the color to whatever color you want the neon to be. So this should be fine. We're gonna drag that on our neon, and you might see that it's already sort of glowing. It's brighter than the rest of the world, but we want that real glowing effect to it. So we're gonna press that color again, and down here you can see the intensity. So when you're playing with that, you can see it's starting to become way more bright, or like glowing more. And just play with that. It really depends a little bit on your material, on how much it glows or not. And if the intensity is like fine for you, you can always play with the bloom intensity in your post-processing layer as well. So make sure that all your materials have like a little bit of the same value, so you can just drag and drop, or like change the intensity of the post-processing volume itself. Just like this, not too much, just a little glow. I like it. And from here, just copy paste it, put it somewhere else, like I don't know, in the other corner, right over there, and make one that, oh crap, that is on the top. So let's extend it all the way to this corner. Come on. There we go. Oh, nope. I made a boo-boo. Okay, it's not. It's fine. Just explaining. It's fine. Come. Yeah. Okay. So, like this. Now we do have a nice glowing bar. As you can see, it looks beautiful. So that's how simple it is to add neon effects. Okay, so we got our neon effect. You can do more. I see we have a little bit of time left, because I'm doing pretty good, pretty fast. I'm proud of myself. So let's duplicate this post-processing and call this, I don't know, shadow. And call this bloom, so we kind of know what we're referencing. I'm gonna create a new post-processing profile, and we're gonna add some, let's see, what do we want? We want some auto exposure maybe. So with this we can like make it a little bit darker or something. You can see, like if you've got a rest and sleep world, for example, you maybe want to have a button that can toggle like the darkness. So let's make it 1.3. That should be fine. Now when we disable this object, you can see it's bright again, so you can kind of make it darker or lighter depending on that little object over there. So let's quickly add a new project object, not project, we're not quickly making projects. Make it smaller, put a little bit over there, and we're gonna add a trigger to it. We're gonna name it, we're gonna give it an onInteract and only a local, because we only want to switch the darkness for ourselves, and name it toggle sleep mode. Everybody know that one. The actions, we're gonna toggle our game object, and just drag that shadow in it and make it toggleable. That's it. Once again, I want to thank my Patreons that way for supporting me this month again. Make sure you like, subscribe as well, hit the button, hit the notification bell, anything. Check me out on Twitch, same username, just follow me, and I'll be streaming some world building as well over there. You can always ask me anything about world building, just hop into the chat and ask around. Also, if you want to check out some worlds that I've created, just add me on VRC, same name, and I'll show you around. It's kind of fun. It's gonna take 2 hours or something though, but it's fun, and I like to meet new people, of course. So I hope to see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe and stay safe. Excuse me. Okay, I'm done.